Hello and welcome to this next DJI video. Today, it's the 18th of January 2025. I took this footage in the morning. Was around about 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning. There was a little bit of snow in Dortmund. This is the completely the DJI Air 3S. With no ND filters on, just basically just using the drone. So I wanted to go out this morning, first of all, just have a nice walk in the snow, and also to see this low cloud, this low mist, really super loud cloud cover and so on. And I just wanted to basically take the drone out and see how well the active track can basically work in real low light and low visibility. So we can see that I've just got the drone basically just following me over the bridge, I think using spotlight. Then I just flew the drone here in cruise control, just by the front of the building. I've sped it up by about 8 times, otherwise it just gets a little bit boring. But as I said, the whole aim of this video was just to be able to do some active track. So I found basically starting off with the active track in one direction, just turning around and walking away, and then have it spin round in the opposite direction. Just a lovely effect. So I've done it here with a few different speeds, basically with, let's just have a look. So the aim of this, if I just turn on the animations, you can see here that I've done a speed ramp here. And it's just, this one I believe is done on 800, so it's just sped up by 8 times. And when you watch this once again, you can see that the effect of the legs, you can see the legs moving really fast. I don't particularly like that, so I decided to speed the next one up, and we can see on here that this one is then 15,000, which really just takes away all of that. You don't see it. It's so fast that you don't see it anymore. So just play the game. There we go. And I like that a little bit better. So let's have a look at the next one. And the next one I did looks like with 8,000. Yeah, 8,000 is there. Let's just play this. And let's just run that again. A little bit bigger. Yeah, and you can see that looks a little bit better. 8,000, maybe, 15,000 was maybe a little bit too much. And then this next one is done at 4,000. So let's play it again. Yeah, I mean, you don't see like the fast legs there as much. It kind of speeds up a little bit and then it goes round. So if we even ramp it up a little bit more as well. So maybe it's pretty cool. We can pull that in and run it again. It's a nice little feature. Maybe we can move the waving to be a little bit more here. Bring that down. Let's have a look. There we go, that's better. Alright, and then the final one is in the slowest one. There we go. So you can see here that I think this was, what do we have here? Yeah, 2,000. So this is sped up by 20 times. Yeah, I just think personally, I think this one is the best one. Oh, was it this one here? Yeah. And so I wanted to position myself in like one of the 2/3 here. So when we do the rule of thirds, I wanted myself to be in this bottom lower third in the corner, because that's predominantly the areas on the screen where people are looking. So when it comes around, I start off down here, and as it spins round, Matana, the building, is nicely in the shot there, and as it straightens up here with me in the shot. And then if I was to pull it out even further, you can see there it's a nice shot there. And especially using active track, it's really a simple shot to be able to do. So let's just continue on. The next thing that I wanted to test is basically just following me around and being able to keep the drone following me, or keep myself in a nice position, and to see there's a few trees around here, and I wanted to walk near the trees. And I've already done this test before, but I thought it would just be interesting with the snow on the ground and with the low visibility, and see how, because although you can't really see the mist, when I put the drone up, say like another 4 or 5 meters, it is there, because the lens was also misting up very, very fast, and by the time I brought it down, it was just covered in snow, completely covered in snow. But you'll see the footage at the end. And so I just basically just walked around, just showing what the active track can do. The reason I'm making this video is I made another one about the DJI Flip. Now, I don't own the DJI Flip. I own the Mini 4 Pro, the Air 3S, the DJI Neo, the Avata 2, and they're all brilliant drones. Now, I will not be buying the DJI Flip because there's no need. I have the Air 3S, I have the Mini 4 Pro, and I have the Neo, and the Flip just, it's not required. You know, when you've got all of the sensors on that the Air 3S has got, like this is just, it's flying around those trees, no problem. It knows they're there, and it's really low light at the moment, even though the camera's picking up everything. It's picking me up. It works out that it's got to go round the tree. It doesn't go into it, and it looks like it's close, which it is, but at no point was it ever going to crash into that tree. And I did move it a little bit, but it would have got me if I'd have kept on walking along. And obviously I don't want it to crash into the tree because I just don't want to. So I'm happy for it to have a little bit of my assistance. I'd rather use the drone and its sensors with my eyes and my drone's flying abilities all together. You know, why just expect the drone to do it itself? But as you can see here, you know, if you want to just portray you walking along somewhere and for it to follow you, it can do this. And as I walk around the grass, I'm just basically flicking it around left and right using the little radar on the back, and I'm putting it close and putting it to the right. I brought the drone all the way down here so it would get close to me as possible, because you know it's you want the detail sometimes, and sometimes you want those far away shots, and then sometimes you want shots in the front. Obviously, if the subject didn't have the controller in their hand and you wanted to follow that person around, you could quite easily set that one person as the subject and bring the drone around different places how you want it, no problem. And the picture is just amazing. Let's just face it, it's 4K 60 frames per second here. You cannot complain. I mean, it's just amazing footage. And I mean, the camera, as in actually to take photographs with the Air 3S, is just absolutely amazing. And this is using the 24mm lens right now. And there's no ND filters on there. There's no extra filters. I have the ND filters because they come with the Air 3S, and they are really quite useful to have when you want to use them. But yeah, so it's just you need a little bit of trust with it. Now, if you are contemplating buying the DJI floppity flip, I would really just say don't do it. Go and buy the Mini 4 Pro. It's got all those sensors. You know, the difference between the Air 3S and the Mini 4 Pro is really just the LiDAR on it. Other than that, they really have the same sensors. The Air 3S has the better cameras, but you pay extra money for that. So, but the Mini 4 Pro sensor and camera is amazing, and I've done lots and lots of pictures with it. You can take like 48 megapixel. Was it 48 megapixel pictures, which means that you can print these pictures out huge. I mean, like, I've already printed out a couple at like 50 centimeters by 75 centimeters, like 4 foot by 6 foot or something photos. Probably wrong, probably got it wrong. No way, it's not 6 foot. 75 centimeters is yeah, anyway, 5 foot or something. Well, I can't do the maths in my head whilst I'm talking. Anyway, but you can see that if you are contemplating buying one of the DJI drones, the questions that you really need to ask yourself is what are you going to do with this footage. That's the most important thing. What are you going to do with this footage? If you just want something to get some happy snapshots of you close up, then the Neo is perfectly fine. If you want stunning quality footage, then I would highly advise getting the Mini 4 Pro. If you want that a little bit better, then you're going to need to step up to the Air 3S. Just remember that the Air 3S, you need the competency test. And that's basically it. It comes under the same rules and laws as the Mini 4 Pro. You just need the competency test. Obviously you need the insurance and the other stuff as well. And but that's not for the UK. The UK is a little bit different, but as long as you're in the EU, then the C1 classification is basically the same as the C0, but you just need the competency test. Now, if you're going to get the Avata 2 and you're going to fly with the goggles, you then need a spotter around you. As you can see, the drone can follow you nice and easy. I was just trying to get the drone to be a little bit confused and just come close to me, push away from me. I was just basically trying everything out. This is not something I have the drones more for photography. And I like to do like moving photos rather than, yeah, I like to take the still photos, but then I like to create these speed ramped photos as well, where, yeah, speed ramp photos, but they're great for telling. I'm not a storyteller, you know. I'm not a person who wants to go out and use the drone to tell a story. Here, what I'm doing is I just went out with it, and I wanted to pass on my thoughts about the drone, what I like about it, what other stuff that maybe it could have, and so on. But other than that, I mean, I love the DJI Air 3S. If I didn't have the Air 3S, I would still love my Mini 4 Pro just as much, and I still love the Mini 4 Pro. The Avata 2 is a brilliant drone to have. To be able to get those swooping shots. And as you can see here, I wanted to get the shot of me walking down the steps, so I just told the drone to come in front of me, and once it was in front of me, then obviously I could then walk past it. But yeah, so I'm set. Let's just pause that there. I've set the drone up to be, you know, so I am in the lower right hand third, so I can walk forward. Let's just run it again, and it's just following me nicely. Yeah, we wanted the scenery in the background there, and so I didn't want to. I don't want to be the main subject in it. I want the background to be the main subject. There's people just moved in next door to me, so there's a bit of banging here in the background. But yeah, I mean, you can see how the buildings in the background are completely covered in the mist, and so on. But it wasn't that much amount of snow. It was only maybe 3 or 4 millimeters. Might be a little bit more than that, but nothing that's going to stop you from going out. And in other countries, it's obviously a lot more snow. Anyway, with that said, this video is nearly to the end now. I hope this has just been a nice little insight to what I do with the drone. I like going out for a walk in the morning. I take the drone with me, just because, yeah, sometimes I take 3 drones with me, sometimes I take 2 drones with me, sometimes I just take 1 drone. But the Avata, the Air 3S, shall I say, is the primary drone that I will always take. The Neo is a fantastic drone that you can just put in your pocket, which is really good. Yeah, but if you the Air 3S just gives you everything. It just gives you absolutely everything. That stability, great picture, crystal. I mean, the clear as anything picture. So it's the best thing to have. With that said, thank you very much for watching. If you like these videos, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to, don't have to do it. If you want to watch some future videos, etc., then feel free to. Other than that, thanks very much for watching, and I'll let this video then run out to the end. Ciao, ciao, and goodbye.